The apartment was quieter than usual. Emma leaned against the kitchen counter, a chipped coffee mug in her hand, long gone cold. The silence wasn't comforting. It was heavy, pressing down on her chest like a weight she couldn't lift. Bills were scattered across the kitchen table like fallen leaves, each one another reminder of everything slipping through her fingers. She glanced at the clock, 5:23 p.m. Lily would be home from school any minute. Emma took a deep breath and tried to steady the knot in her stomach. She hadn't slept properly in weeks. Between juggling a dead-end retail job, fighting her ex-husband for child support he never paid, and dodging calls from her landlord, her life had turned into a constant state of survival. She'd made every effort to protect Lily from the chaos. She made pancakes shaped like hearts. She left encouraging notes in her lunchbox. She listened when Lily cried about missing her dad. She kissed her forehead every night and promised everything would get better. But even love, fierce and burning, couldn't keep the lights on. When the door opened and Lily stepped in, Emma straightened, forcing a smile. "Hey, Peanut, how was school?" Lily shrugged, her backpack slumping off her shoulder. "It was okay. We had a substitute for math again." Emma brushed her daughter's hair back gently, trying not to show how thin her smile had become. "I bet you still did great." Lily smiled, a little. "I missed you today." Emma's chest tightened. "I missed you too, baby." They sat together for dinner. Mac and cheese from a box the third night in a row. Emma watched Lily eat, memorizing her small movements, her quiet humming, the way she held her fork like a tiny adult. Later that night, after Lily had fallen asleep with her favorite stuffed rabbit under her chin, Emma sat on the couch in the dark and called the only person she hadn't wanted to. Her mother, Carol, answered on the third ring. "Emma," came the curt voice, no warmth, no welcome. "I need to talk to you." There was silence. Emma could almost hear her mother's judgment through the phone. "What is it now?" Emma swallowed hard. "It's Lily. I need a little time to get back on my feet. Maybe 2 months. I'm trying to pick up extra shifts in the power company." She stopped, embarrassed at her own unraveling. Carol's voice didn't soften. "So you want to dump her on me?" "No." Emma snapped, then quickly softened. "No, Mom, it's not like that. I just need help, just for a little while." "You always need help," Carol muttered. "And somehow I always end up cleaning up your messes." Emma closed her eyes. "Please, I'm asking for Lily, not for me." There was another pause. "I'll do it for her, but let's be clear, Emma. This isn't going to be permanent, and I'm not going to raise another child." Emma's throat tightened. "Thank you," but the call left her hollow, and a part of her knew, deep down, that this decision would cost more than she could imagine. The day Lily left was cloudless. The sky was too blue, too bright, mocking the ache inside Emma's chest. She packed Lily's things with trembling hands, her favorite sweaters, the book series she was in the middle of, The Pink Pole. Rain boots, she insisted, made her run faster. Lily was excited in that naive, trusting way that only a child could be. "Will Nana make pancakes like you do?" she asked as they loaded the suitcase into the car. "Maybe," Emma said, forcing a smile. "Will you come visit me?" "Of course. When are you coming back to get me?" Emma crouched down, brushing a loose strand of hair from Lily's face. "Soon, baby. I promise. I just need a little time to fix things. I'm doing this for us." Lily nodded slowly, trusting her mother like she always did. They hugged for a long time. When Carol opened the front door and waved them in, Emma felt her heart sink. She gave Lily one last kiss on the forehead. "I love you," she whispered. "I love you more," Lily replied. And then she walked inside. Emma sat in the car for a long time after the door shut. She stared at the house that never felt like a home. The woman inside who'd raised her with more rules than love, more cold shoulders than hugs. 1,000 memories stirred in her chest, none of them comforting, but she told herself it was temporary. A few weeks, maybe 2 months, she'd get a second job, maybe start that online bookkeeping course she'd been too scared to try. She'd find a better apartment, fix the broken pieces, and bring her daughter home. Home, the word tasted like guilt. At first, things seemed fine. Emma called every night. Lily would tell her about her day's school projects, a new friend named Sarah, a cat she saw in the backyard. But after 2 weeks, the calls got shorter. Then they stopped altogether. Emma left voicemails, sent texts. No replies. Mom, I just want to talk to Lily. Is everything okay? Silence. By week 5, panic had taken root. Emma tried driving over, but Carol's car wasn't in the driveway. When she knocked, no one answered. She peered into the window and saw Lily's suitcase still near the hall closet. It felt like something was slipping through her fingers. Then one night, Emma got a call from a neighbor. There's a little girl sitting alone on someone's porch. She says her name is Lily. She's crying. She gave me your number. Emma's heart stopped. The storm had come, but not in the way she'd imagined, and it had taken everything with it. Lily had imagined it would feel like a vacation. At first it did. Her grandmother's house was bigger than the apartment she and her mom shared. The backyard had trees a swing, even a bird feeder that attracted tiny, colorful finches. Carol greeted her with a stiff hug, muttered something about getting her settled, and showed her to the guest room. You can stay here for now, she said, pointing at the bed already made with stiff, flower, print sheets. Lily dropped her suitcase at the foot of the bed and glanced around. No toys, no photos, no warmth. Just a room with no personality, no trace of her. Still, she stayed hopeful. The first week, Carol made her breakfast oatmeal with raisins and helped her set up for online school. But Lily quickly learned that every kindness came with a price. You shouldn't slouch at the table. Carol snapped one morning, eyeing Lily like a drill sergeant. I'm not, Lily stammered, straightening her back in no seconds. You're getting a little soft around the middle. Lily blinked, confused. Her mother had never commented on her body. It didn't stop there. Soon there were rules for everything. No talking unless spoken to. No touching anything in the living room. No calls with friends. No visits. No crying, the worst part. Emma's calls had almost completely stopped. Lily tried not to feel abandoned, telling herself her mother was just busy working hard to bring her home. But even that hope began to fade. Every time Lily asked to call her mom, Carol dismissed her. She's probably out partying again. Carol muttered one night. She was always selfish. Lily clenched her fists. She's not selfish. She's trying her best. Carol narrowed her eyes. Don't talk back, young lady. You'll end up just like her if you're not careful. Lily didn't respond. She couldn't. The words stung too deeply. Over the next few weeks, things got worse. Beth, Emma's older sister, started visiting more often. She never spoke directly to Lily, only about her, as if she were invisible. Emma should have never had a kid. She could barely take care of herself. She's just dumping her problems on Mom again. Carol never defended her daughter. She nodded, lips tight, eyes cold. Lily began spending more time in her room, reading the same books over and over. Her only comfort was the stuffed rabbit her mom had tucked into her suitcase. She clung to it at night like a lifeline. Then one Thursday afternoon, the rain came. It wasn't a gentle drizzle. It was heavy, pounding against the roof like angry fists. Lily was sitting on the couch with a book when Carol came down the stairs with her coat on. Beth followed, holding Lily's suitcase. What's going on? Lily asked, confused. Carol didn't look at her. Get your shoes, we're leaving. Where are we going? No answer. Outside, the wind howled. The driveway was slick with water. Carol popped the trunk and stood beside the open door. Lily hesitated, her fingers tightening around the stuffed rabbit in her pocket. Beth crossed her arms. Hurry up, we don't have all day. Lily stepped outside, her heart racing. Then Carol turned to her, eyes sharp and expressionless. We've decided this isn't your home. The words hit Lily like a slap. What? She whispered. But you said, you're not our responsibility, Lily. Carol said, her voice cold. Your mother needs to come get you. You can wait for her. In the rain, Lily asked, her voice breaking. I don't have a phone. I don't know where. You'll be fine. Beth said flatly. You're tougher than you look, aren't you? They placed her suitcase on the porch. Just like that, no hug, no goodbye. The door closed behind them with a click, and she was alone. The rain poured harder now, soaking through her shoes, her jeans, her hair. She stood there, trembling, staring at the door that had shut her out. At first, she wanted to believe it was a test. That maybe if she waited long enough, Carol would open the door again and pull her into a warm hug. apologize for the cruel joke. But 10 minutes passed, then 30, no one came. Lily sat down on the porch step, clutching her rabbit against her chest. Thunder rolled above her. The suitcase beside her was already dripping. She tried to stay brave. She tried to remember everything her mom had taught her about staying calm. But bravery has limits, especially when you're 12, scared, and convinced you've been thrown away. That's when the sobs came, violent, uncontrollable, the kind of crying that makes your whole body shake. She wasn't crying because she was cold. She was crying because she finally understood. They hadn't just kicked her out. They'd never wanted her in the first place. Across the street, lights flicked on in a neighbor's window. A middle-aged woman stepped out onto her porch, squinting through the rain. She spotted the girl on the porch across the road, alone and trembling. "Sweetheart," the woman called gently. Lily looked up, afraid to speak. "Are you okay?" The neighbor asked, walking closer. Lily shook her head. "Do you have someone I can call?" Lily pulled her rabbit from her pocket and whispered, "My mom, Emma Saunders. Her number is in the rabbit's ear." The woman took the stuffed toy gently and felt the paper tucked inside. "I'll call her now," she said softly. "You're safe, I promise." Lily didn't answer. She just stared up at the sky, letting the rain wash over her. Because in that moment, nothing felt real anymore. Not the betrayal, not the porch, not even the hope. Emma's phone rang just after midnight. She was lying on the couch, still dressed in her work uniform, fast food grease clinging to her skin like shame. She'd been staring blankly at the ceiling for over an hour, haunted by the silence from Carol's house. She hadn't heard her daughter's voice in 4 days. Every missed call, every ignored message gnawed at her. When the phone buzzed, she lunged for it like a drowning woman grabbing a rope. Unknown number. She answered with a trembling, "Hello, hi, are you Emma Saunders?" A soft female voice asked. "I'm sorry to call so late. My name's Margaret. I live across from your mother's house. I found your daughter sitting alone on a porch in the rain." Emma bolted upright. "What? She's safe now. She gave me your number, told me it was in her stuffed rabbit's ear. I have her wrapped in a blanket. She hasn't said much. I think she's in shock." Emma didn't wait to ask more. She was out the door in seconds, car keys in hand, driving like her heart had caught fire. The rain hadn't let up. It blurred her vision, smeared the windshield, matched the chaos in her head. Her hands clenched the steering wheel so tightly, her knuckles turned white. How long had Lily been out there? What the hell had Carol done? When she pulled up to the house, not Carol's, but across the street, she saw the porch light glowing warmly, and a woman holding open the door. Then she saw Lily, wrapped in a faded quilt, hair dripping, her small face pale and blank. Emma ran to her. "Lily, baby, oh my God." She dropped to her knees on the wet ground, arms open. "Come here." Lily didn't move right away. Her eyes searched Emma's, as if checking to see if this was real, if this time her mother would really come through. Then she launched into Emma's arms. Emma clutched her daughter with everything she had, pressing her face into her wet hair, shaking with sobs. "I'm so sorry," she whispered. "I'm so sorry." She could feel Lily crying too, but quietly, almost like she didn't trust the world enough to be loud anymore. Margaret, the kind neighbor, offered tea, dry clothes, a moment to breathe, but Emma declined politely. She needed to take Lily home, now home, if it could still be called that. Their apartment was small, cluttered, and the heat barely worked. But that night, Emma made a nest of blankets on the couch, and sat Lily in her lap, like she was 5 again. She combed the tangles out of her hair, whispered soft apologies, and promised over and over that she would never let her go again. "I didn't know," Emma said, her voice breaking. "I swear to you, Lily, I didn't know she'd do that. If I had even guessed." Lily finally looked up. "She said you didn't want me." Emma stopped breathing for a second. "She said I was your burden, that you just needed time away from me." Emma felt like the floor cracked open beneath her. She shook her head violently. "No, that is not true. Not one word of that is true. You are the only thing I've ever done right. You're the reason I get up in the morning." Lily's lip trembled. "But you stopped calling." "I know." Emma choked on the guilt. "I got overwhelmed. I let fear and work and bills take over, and I thought God, I thought she was taking care of you. I thought you were safe." Lily leaned against her. "I tried to wait for you, but I thought maybe you forgot." Emma buried her face in her daughter's hair and cried until there was nothing left in her. In the weeks that followed, Emma quit her second job at the drive-thru. She picked up overnight work cleaning offices, tough, quiet work that still let her be home for Lily during the day. She found a therapist, one who offered sliding scale rates, and they both began to talk. At first, Lily didn't say much. But slowly, the walls came down. Emma learned about every cruel word, every ignored cry, every small humiliation. The way Carol looked through her, the way Beth called her Emma too, zero, like a curse, and Emma told Lily about her own childhood. The perfectionism, the rules, the absence of warmth. I thought I had outrun all of that, Emma admitted. But I didn't. I ran in a circle, and it brought me right back there with you in the crossfire. Lily leaned into her mom's side and whispered, "We're not going back there, are we?" Emma wrapped an arm around her. Never again, not even for a second. One afternoon, a letter came from Carol. It wasn't an apology. It was a list of excuses. I only did what I thought was best. She was too difficult to manage. You should take more responsibility. Emma didn't let Lily read it. She burned it in a bowl on the porch and watched the paper curl and blacken until nothing remained. That night, she held Lily tight. "Forgiveness doesn't mean going back," she said. "It just means we're done letting them live in our heads." Lily nodded slowly. "Can I forgive her and still be angry?" "You can be whatever you need to be," Emma said. "That's the whole point. You get to decide." There were hard days. Triggers, nightmares, flashbacks. Sometimes Lily would wake up crying, remembering the rain and the porch and the way no one came. Emma would hold her until she fell back asleep, but there were good days too. A birthday party with real candles and cake. A trip to the zoo. A school play where Lily sang so quietly only Emma noticed. But it was enough. They rebuilt slowly. One puzzle piece at a time, and every piece was theirs.